Have you ever wondered why your spine is often referred to as the backbone of not just your physical well-being, but also your spiritual journey? Many believe that the spine may hold significance beyond its structural role. In many spiritual traditions, the spine is seen as the central channel for energy flow, the bridge between the physical and the divine. Understanding its connection to your spiritual growth can unlock transformative power, helping you align your mind, body, and soul. To begin, let's explore what we mean by the spine in both a physical and spiritual sense. The spine, a bridge between worlds. The spine is the central pillar of the human body. It supports us, allowing us to move, bend, and stand tall. Without it, the body would collapse. But on a deeper level, the spine is more than just a structural necessity. It's the bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. The spine is seen as a pathway for energy, a channel through which life force, what the ancient yogis called prana or chi, flows. The chakras are commonly associated with the spine in many spiritual teachings, spinning wheels of energy that regulate everything from our physical health to our emotional and mental well-being. When the spine is healthy and aligned, energy flows freely, allowing us to tap into higher states of consciousness, creativity, and connection with the universe. The tree of life in the Kabbalah, Jacob's ladder. From the biblical story or the chakras in yogic philosophy, each of these symbols points to the spine as a pathway to enlightenment. In the story of Jacob's ladder, Jacob dreams of a ladder stretching from earth to heaven, with angels ascending and descending upon it. This imagery can be seen as a metaphor for the spine, where divine energy moves up and down through our body, just like the angels in the dream. Jacob's ladder is often interpreted as a vision of spiritual ascension, and the spine plays a critical role in this journey. As the energy moves upward, we ascend to higher states of consciousness, ultimately reaching union with the divine. Similarly, in Kabbalistic teachings, the tree of life represents the path of spiritual awakening, with each branch symbolizing different aspects of human experience and the journey of the soul. The spine, when aligned, can be seen as the trunk of this tree, the central support that connects the heavens above with the earth below. It's a powerful image that reminds us of the importance of keeping our spiritual and physical selves connected and aligned, like a tree that draws nourishment from both the soil and the sky. These spiritual traditions remind us that the spine is not just a physical structure, it is a sacred ladder that we can use to climb towards spiritual enlightenment. Each step, each movement of energy up the spine brings us closer to our highest selves, to the divine. Awakening the Kundalini. One of the most powerful spiritual concepts associated with the spine is the awakening of Kundalini. Kundalini is often described as a serpent-like energy coiled at the base of the spine, waiting to be awakened. In Kundalini yoga and other spiritual practices, the goal is to awaken this energy, allowing it to rise up through the chakras, bringing about spiritual enlightenment. In ancient Hindu philosophy, Kundalini is seen as the primal life force, the energy of creation itself. When it is dormant, we may feel disconnected, lethargic, or spiritually stagnant. But when it is awakened, the energy travels up the spine, activating each chakra and leading to profound transformation. The spine, therefore, is viewed by some as a pathway for spiritual awakening. But this isn't just an ancient myth or metaphor. There is truth to this concept. Take a moment to consider how you feel when your spine is out of alignment. Maybe you've experienced back pain or stiffness. In those moments, your body feels disconnected and your energy drained. Now imagine the opposite, when your spine is straight, flexible, and strong. Suddenly, your mind feels clearer, your emotions more balanced, and you have more energy to take on the day. This is the subtle connection between the spine and our overall well-being, but it also hints at a much deeper truth, how the physical state of your spine mirrors your spiritual state. Many people describe Kundalini awakening as a sudden rush of energy, often accompanied by physical sensations such as tingling, heat, or even spontaneous movements. This is the energy of the universe awakening within you, moving up your spine and aligning you with the divine. It's not just a physical experience, it's a deep spiritual awakening that can change the way you see the world and yourself. What if, by learning to care for and understand your spine, you could unlock spiritual potential you never imagined? The answer lies in the alignment of your physical and spiritual selves. When the spine is in proper alignment, energy flows freely throughout the body. This flow isn't just about keeping you physically healthy, it's about keeping you spiritually healthy as well. If you're physically hunched over, stressed, or misaligned, how can you expect to be open and aligned with the universe? Consider the story of the Buddha sitting under the Bodhi tree, achieving enlightenment. For days, he sat with his spine straight and his body unmoving, aligned perfectly with the earth. In that position of stillness and alignment, he reached the ultimate spiritual awakening. It wasn't just about his mind or soul. His physical body, his spine, was equally essential to his journey. In the modern world, we often neglect our bodies. We sit hunched over desks, staring at screens, unaware of the way our physical posture affects our mental, emotional, and spiritual states. But if you begin to pay attention to your spine, how you sit, stand, and move, you'll notice a change in how you feel, not just physically, but also spiritually. Spiritual growth isn't just about meditating for hours on end or seeking answers outside of yourself. It's about coming into alignment with your body and learning to care for it as a sacred vessel. And the spine is at the heart of this alignment. There is an ancient parable often told in spiritual traditions about a man searching for treasure. He travels far and wide, crossing deserts, climbing mountains, and searching for the elusive wealth that he believes is hidden somewhere far from home. He asks wise men and oracles for directions and follows every lead but never finds the treasure. Exhausted and disheartened, he finally returns home, only to discover that the treasure was buried beneath his house the entire time. This parable speaks to the nature of spiritual growth. Often we search for enlightenment in distant places through complex teachings or from external sources, when the truth is that everything we need is within us. And just like the man who found his treasure buried at home, we too have an inner treasure waiting to be uncovered, our spiritual energy locked within our spine. Think about it. The spine is where everything comes together. It's where the body and mind meet, where physical health and spiritual health intertwine. The state of your spine may influence your overall well-being and spiritual growth. Imagine your spine as a tree trunk. If the trunk is crooked or weak, the tree will struggle to grow and bear fruit. It may survive, but it will never reach its full potential. But if the trunk is straight and strong, the tree flourishes, growing tall and vibrant, able to reach for the sky and take in the sunlight fully. Your spine is no different. How you can align your spine. Alignment is key to both physical health and spiritual growth. When your spine is aligned, you create space for energy to move freely, both in your physical body and your subtle body, what some call the energy body. This is not just about posture, it's about your whole being coming into harmony. In the ancient yogic tradition, it's believed that we have a subtle body made up of energy channels, known as nadis, and centers of energy called chakras. These chakras are aligned along the spine from the base, root chakra, to the top of the head, crown chakra. When your spine is in alignment, these energy centers become activated, allowing the flow of prana, life force energy, to move freely through the body. This leads to a sense of inner balance, peace, and spiritual awakening. Consider the ancient Chinese practice of Qigong, which also emphasizes the importance of spinal alignment. In Qigong, the spine is seen as the main channel for Qi, life energy, and when the spine is misaligned or blocked, the energy flow is disrupted, leading to both physical illness and spiritual stagnation. This is why practitioners of Qigong and Tai Chi place great importance on proper posture and spinal alignment as a means to cultivate energy, health, and spiritual connection. When we think about spiritual growth, we often focus on the mind, our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. But the body, especially the spine, plays an equally important role. It is through the body that the mind is expressed, and it is through the spine that our spiritual energy flows. To ignore the spine in your spiritual practice is to ignore the key to unlocking your true potential. If you've ever attended a yoga class or seen someone meditating, you've probably noticed the emphasis on keeping the spine straight. There's a reason for this. In both meditation and yoga, the spine is seen as the central channel for energy to move up and down the body. When you sit with a straight spine, you are allowing energy to flow naturally, helping you to achieve a deeper state of meditation and spiritual awareness. Think about how your body feels when you slouch or when your back is hunched. There's a heaviness, a sense of being closed off. Your energy feels low, and your mood often reflects this. Now, think about how you feel when you stand tall, with your shoulders back and your spine elongated. Suddenly, you feel lighter, more open, and more connected to the world around you. This isn't just a physical sensation, it's a spiritual one. The ancient Egyptians understood this. They believed that maintaining proper posture was essential for spiritual well-being. You've probably seen depictions of Egyptian gods and pharaohs sitting or standing with perfect posture, their spines straight and elongated. This wasn't just about looking regal, it was about aligning their bodies with the divine energy of the universe. They understood that physical alignment was key to spiritual alignment. When you begin to focus on your posture, you're not just making a physical change, you're making a spiritual shift as well. By sitting or standing with a straight spine, you are aligning yourself with the flow of energy that connects you to the universe. You are opening yourself up to spiritual growth and awakening. One of the most powerful ways to activate the spine for spiritual growth is through the breath. The breath and the spine are deeply connected, and learning to breathe properly is essential for unlocking the potential of your spine. The breath is seen as the bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. The ancient yogis taught that the breath carries prana, or life force energy, and that by controlling the breath, we can control the flow of energy through the body. In this way, the breath acts as a tool to awaken the spine and activate the energy centers along it. Consider the practice of pranayama, a form of breath control in yoga. By practicing specific breathing techniques, you can direct energy up and down the spine, cleansing the chakras and awakening the kundalini energy at the base of the spine. This process of breathing with awareness allows you to tap into the spiritual power of the spine and unlock deeper states of consciousness. Similarly, in Buddhist meditation practices, the breath is often used as a focal point to center the mind and bring awareness to the body. When you breathe deeply and slowly, with your spine straight and aligned, you create a sense of balance and harmony within yourself. This balance is essential for spiritual growth, as it allows you to connect more deeply with your inner self and the divine energy that flows through you. By combining deep conscious breathing with proper spinal alignment, you create a powerful tool for spiritual awakening. The breath, like the spine, is a pathway for energy to flow, and when these two elements are in harmony, you open yourself up to profound spiritual transformation. The base of the spine, known as the sacrum, is often overlooked in discussions of spiritual growth, but it holds immense power. The word sacrum itself is derived from the Latin word for sacred, and in many traditions it is believed to be the seat of spiritual energy. In Kundalini Yoga, the sacrum is the home of the coiled serpent energy, or Kundalini, which lies dormant until awakened through spiritual practices. This energy is believed by practitioners to rise through the spine, potentially facilitating experiences often described as spiritual enlightenment. The sacrum is also connected to the root chakra, the energy center responsible for grounding and stability. When this chakra is balanced and aligned, it allows for the free flow of energy through the spine, creating a strong foundation for spiritual growth. If the sacrum is misaligned or blocked, however, it can prevent this energy from rising, leading to feelings of stagnation, fear, and insecurity. Taking care of the sacrum and ensuring that it is aligned is essential for unlocking the full potential of your spine. Practices such as spinal stretches and conscious movement can help to realign the sacrum and activate the energy stored within it. By focusing on this area of the spine, you create a strong foundation for spiritual growth and open yourself up to the flow of divine energy. The crown of consciousness. At the top of the spiritual ladder lies the Sahasrara chakra, also known as the crown chakra. This energy center, located at the crown of the head, represents our connection to the infinite, to universal consciousness, and to the divine. When the spine is fully aligned and the energy has risen through all the chakras, the crown chakra opens, leading to enlightenment and spiritual liberation. The crown chakra is depicted as a 1,000-petaled lotus, a symbol of the infinite expansion of consciousness. When this lotus blooms, it represents the awakening of the soul to its highest potential. The energy that rises through the spine, often called Kundalini, passes through each chakra and finally reaches the Sahasrara, completing the spiritual journey. In yogic philosophy, the journey to the crown chakra is not a one-time event, but a continual process of growth and awakening. It requires patience, dedication, and a deep commitment to aligning the body, mind, and spirit. The spine, as the central pillar of this process, must be treated with care and respect, as it is the channel through which this divine energy flows. Reaching the crown chakra is often described as the moment of spiritual realization, when the individual ego dissolves and one becomes one with the universe. This experience is often referred to as samadhi, a state of pure bliss and unity with all that is. In this state, the limitations of the physical world fall away, and the soul is free to experience its true nature as infinite and eternal. What makes the spine so essential to spiritual growth is its role as the bridge between the material and spiritual worlds. Physically, the spine holds us upright, supporting our body and allowing us to move through the world. Spiritually, it supports the flow of energy and connects the various levels of our consciousness. It is this dual function, both physical and spiritual, that makes the spine such a powerful tool for awakening. In many shamanic traditions, the spine is seen as a bridge between the lower and higher worlds. The lower world, associated with the base of the spine, represents our earthly existence, our primal instincts, and our connection to the physical plane. The higher world, associated with the crown of the head, represents the realm of spirit, higher consciousness, and divine wisdom. The spine is the pathway that connects these two realms, allowing us to move between them and integrate the lessons of both. The spine's role as a bridge is not just symbolic, it is also deeply practical. When the spine is misaligned or blocked, we may feel disconnected from our higher purpose, stuck in the material world without access to the spiritual insights that guide our growth. But when the spine is aligned and the energy flows freely, we can access both the physical and spiritual realms, bringing the wisdom of the divine into our everyday lives. In many ways, the spine is like the axis of the world, the central point around which everything else revolves. By aligning the spine, we bring our entire being into alignment, creating a sense of balance and harmony that allows us to navigate both the material and spiritual realms with ease. One of the most important lessons in understanding the role of the spine in spiritual growth is recognizing that this journey is not about reaching a final destination. Spiritual growth is not a linear process with a clear endpoint. It is a continuous, evolving journey that unfolds over time. The spine, as the central pillar of this journey, is not something to be fixed or perfected once and for all. Rather, it is something that must be nurtured and aligned continuously as we move through different stages of spiritual growth. In the Taoist tradition, the concept of the middle path teaches us that balance and harmony are the keys to spiritual growth. Just as the spine supports the body by maintaining balance, so too must we cultivate balance in our spiritual practice. This means honoring both the physical and spiritual aspects of ourselves and recognizing that both are essential to our growth. It's easy to become focused on the idea of enlightenment as a goal to be reached, but in doing so, we risk missing the true purpose of spiritual growth. The spine teaches us that the journey is not about reaching the top of the ladder, but about moving through each step with awareness, presence, and grace. Each moment of alignment, each breath that moves through the spine is a step on the path to spiritual awakening. Throughout the day, pay attention to your posture. Notice if you're slouching or holding tension in your spine. Take a moment to sit or stand tall, imagining your spine as a pillar of light connecting you to the earth and the sky. Incorporate breathwork into your daily routine. Practices like alternate nostril breathing, deep diaphragmatic breathing, or simply focusing on the breath as it moves up and down the spine can help to align the body and mind. Engage in practices like yoga or Tai Chi that focus on aligning the spine and allowing energy to flow freely through the body. These practices not only support physical health, but also help to open the spiritual pathways of the spine. During meditation, bring your awareness to your spine. Visualize the energy moving up and down the spine, clearing any blockages and creating a clear channel for spiritual growth. Imagine the energy rising through the chakras and reaching the crown of your head, connecting you to the divine. Just as the spine needs to be aligned physically, our emotions also need alignment. Practice self-compassion and forgiveness, allowing yourself to release emotional blockages that may be affecting your spiritual growth. The journey of aligning the spine for spiritual growth is one that will continue to unfold, revealing new insights and deeper levels of consciousness as you go. Your spine is not just a physical structure, it is the key to your spiritual awakening, the pathway through which divine energy flows, and the ladder you will climb toward higher consciousness. With each breath, each movement, and each moment of awareness, you are aligning your spine, unlocking its power, and stepping closer to your true spiritual self. The spine, in all its wisdom, has been waiting for you to recognize its role in your spiritual growth. Now that you have, the possibilities are limitless. Remember, your spine is the central pillar of your being. As you align it, you align with the universe itself. You are part of something greater, and the journey is just beginning. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.